Hello, and welcome to American Civil War history. So, of course, the American Civil War is a civil war that happened in the United States of America, the beautiful red, white, and blue, as you see here. And this Civil War we're going to explain about today, and these two states, Hawaii and Alaska, aren't actually here, so get rid of them. Yeah. Bye. Okay. The rest of the United States is here. So we're going to talk about what happened before the war. We are going to also talk about what is going to happen, aka what is the war. So before the American Civil War, of course, what it was, and when it was the Mexican-American War, when these states were a part of Mexico, I see the states in green were a part of the Mexican Republic and America-Mexico conflict, and Mexico, of course, lost to America. And the biggest one being Texas, which, keep your eye on, here's the one being important. America gives Mexico money, Mexico gives America land. That's not how a treaty normally works. Normally say Mexico gives America land and Mexico gives America money. Maybe we should have used that on Germany before an Austrian painter, check the film stream. But let's not talk about that right now. Get off my screen. What else is going on? So these states are a part of the Confederacy, and they say that slavery is good. It's perfectly normal to have slaves, but the rest say slavery is bad. Now, the president, Abraham Lincoln, says that slavery is bad. So these states start arming themselves, and the Union makes an Anaconda Plan, which is basically a blockade, and Civil War starts when the Union attacks the Confederate state of Virginia to try and take Richmond, which is the capital, and the war starts, and the Union starts pushing back, and the Confederacy pushes up a little bit, and then the Union goes in to take Kentucky instead of them being disputed land. So then Texas invades New Mexico, and the Confederacy starts pushing up north, but it's quickly repelled. And here are the standings. Now, the thing is, you have to know that the Union is much, much stronger than the Confederacy, but the Confederacy is ruthless, and they will not surrender at any cost, which is why this war went on as long as it did, and the Confederacy would do anything for that victory. So the Confederacy pushes up to New Mexico, but gets repelled, and Union pushes up on all fronts. Remember that Anaconda Plan? The blockade? Well, they're going to use those ships to invade Louisiana and take some of Louisiana. So they set their sights on Louisiana, and it goes pretty well. And they go up to Louisiana and start pushing back on all fronts once again. And the Confederacy tries to repel, but it quickly doesn't work. And they get pushed back out. They get pushed out of New Mexico. And as here, we're in a bit of a stalemate for a few months. Nothing's going on. They're all just fighting a little bit. Little slight pushbacks. And remember Oklahoma, that speedy state? Well, that is pretty much owned by Texas now, and North Carolina joined Confederacy. So, yeah, they quickly take Oklahoma and push up through Louisiana, which is amazing for the Union, even though it's a little bit repelled. Now, right here, the Confederacy is split into thirds, which is great for the Union, cutting off the communication supply line. And at this point, Virginia says, I had enough. I surrender. And they surrender, which is because at the time, Virginia was the best state. They had the most weapons, but they surrendered. So most of the others surrendered and became once again part of the Union. And at this point, Texas and Louisiana realized they have no chance of fending off the rest by themselves. And on June 23rd, 1865, final surrender occurs, and they once again join the Union. Now, 690,000 deaths, but the Union pulled it off and won, and the United States has won. So let's see here. Let's see my checklist. We talked about what happened before. About what happened. Let's see what exactly happened after. So President Lincoln, as you can see in a second, is pretty proud of himself, and he decides to go to a play to celebrate his victory, where he meets a certain actor as part of the play, John Wilkes, who likes to confess, so he sneaks up behind Lincoln, pretty pissed, and decides to shoot him in the back of the head, and then jumps off a balcony, breaking his leg trying to escape. Hey, at least the Union will forever stay one. Forever. God bless you. Oh, damn it.